Okay, starting off in Photoshop here, I have some assets ready to go in a project folder. I'm just going to go ahead and double click on the desktop to open up the marbled book cover image. That's pretty good there. I'm also going to start a new document from the print preset, so type in Command N, Control N on a PC. I'm going to choose A5 and I'll just call this simple composite. There we go. Go ahead and create. So I've got two floating windows there. You know, sometimes we find the windows organizing like this, not my preference, so I just tend to kind of drag them apart. Okay, just making sure that I've got everything ready to go, but first of all, I'm just going to reset the workspace to Essentials. So we're all on the same sort of page. You know, I can go ahead and reset any of my workspaces at any stage, and that sort of brings up the default palettes and so on. I'm not super keen on the library, so I'm going to get rid of it. I don't really need to look at color or adjustments, so just double clicking those for the moment to show just the layers area. And before I start editing, control clicking any tool in the option bar along the top here to choose reset all tools. I'm also going to type the letter D, and you'll see that's set the default colors to black and white. Okay, typing the letter V ensures that I've got the move tool selected. I'm just going to go ahead and drag my cover into the simple composite, the new document, and typing Command minus, and moving that around. I can see that it's actually quite a bit bigger than the canvas area or the frame area. So a simple quick transformation from the edit menu where we can choose free transform or Command T, and we can see there the bounding box showing us the outside edge of that document area. So I'm just going to go ahead and constrain the width and height, set that to 50%. There it goes. And just holding down the Shift key to click outside and rotate. Shift will constrain it. And once I've got it in position, I'm going to go ahead and hit the little tick up here, or the return key will commit that change, and we're good to go. And I'll close this other document. Command 0 for the fit on screen command. I can see on the right here in my layers area that I've got a new layer sitting on top of the background. I'll just leave that turned off for a minute so I can see the checkerboard here, which indicates the areas of transparency in the document. Okay. In the toolbar area, I'm just going to go along and select the elliptical marquee tool. I can see that it's under the letter M there. So if I type M, I'll get the elliptical marquee. Shift M will rotate through the other tools there, which is the rectangular marquee. And as usual in Photoshop, if I was to bring up some sort of effect or process, I can see that will constrain itself to the inside of that selection area and only on that particular layer. Also, the little white border is not affected as there's no colour information in that part of the image.